going on, guys? Great Disciple back with another video. In the background, it is the gameplay on Rise that I talked about a couple weeks back during the free DLC weekend. Playing with the Razorback. Remember, I do not have sound on this, okay? And that's what ultimately gets me killed towards the end of this game, and I'll tell you about it here in a second. One thing you're going to notice, because I'm not worried about listening, I am rushing at these guys. I mean, no holds barred. I am charging right at them. Have absolutely no respect for anybody in the lobby. It's kind of how I play on PlayStation, because if you remember, previous to this, I played primarily at Black Ops 2 on PlayStation 3, and I was super aggressive on PlayStation 3. You'll find that on the PlayStation Network, the majority of the players are more casual, so they're not expecting as aggressive behavior as you would see maybe on an Xbox. I am not saying that players on Xbox are better than PlayStation, because each of them have the very dominant players, but I'm talking about overall. You'll find more casual players on PlayStation, so that's why I'm a little bit more aggressive there. Because I don't have the audio and I'm just using my monitor, which the speakers aren't very good on, what ultimately gets me killed on this streak, which is way further into the game, is the enemy calls in a Talon, and I had no idea there was a Talon in the air. If I hadn't gotten killed back by that, I would have got a nuclear, without a doubt. It's a great gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy it. Rise is definitely an awesome map to play on, but probably one of my least favorite, just because of all the different positions that you can be in and get shot from. And I don't really know the map. I think I played it in all maybe 4 or 5 times. So I hope you enjoy. I wanted to talk about something, and this is a question that one of my subscribers has asked me multiple times to talk about, and I just never got around to it. And I don't even know if he's still subscribed to me. His name is Craze80. And I think I'm saying that right. I could be wrong, but I'll put it up on the screen. And I think the first time he asked me about this was all the way back in that video talking about a girlfriend, my first girlfriend. And you know, should you have a girlfriend? It was a question asked by another subscriber. I liked the conversation it started, and he asked me about, you know, talking to girls because he's shy. And this isn't the first time I've been asked about the shyness question. I get that a lot, and also about public speaking. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go into too much about overcoming shyness. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a couple of tips in dealing with people. And I think what it is once you figure out how to deal with people, you gain confidence because you know what to expect. Do you guys know what the sweetest sound to anybody is? Think about it for a second. What is the sweetest sound? It's their name. That's what people like to hear. They love to hear their name. You know what the most popular words and vocabulary are used today? I, me, and my. Everybody likes to talk about themselves. You know, most people live in a bubble, and in this bubble, they are the middle of it, and everything revolves around them. The world rotates around them. If something happens in the world and they aren't there, it doesn't really happen to them. It's just an idea. You know, the decisions that people make in their life are the most important decisions in the world to them. How things in politics affect them are the most important points in politics to be covered. Where they decide to buy a house is the best neighborhood. Where their kids go to school is the best school district. Where they went out to eat last night is the best restaurant to go to. What they think about a movie is what the movie is. Alright? They are the most important. Their opinion is the only one that matters. When you're talking to somebody, for the majority of people, all they want to do is talk about themselves. They can't wait to talk about themselves. In fact, when you're speaking, they're formulating in their mind what they're going to say back to you about themselves. Why do I bring all this up? Well, in life, the faster that you master the idea that the most important thing to a person is themselves, the more successful you're going to be. Not only in finding a significant other and building relationships with people, but also in business. Learning to talk about what interests somebody else and showing general or genuine interest in what they're speaking of, that's what makes you successful. I learned this a long time ago in insurance. You know, I'd go out and I'd run appointments, and the whole time I'd be strategizing how I'm going to approach them on what this policy does and how it benefits them. But as I matured and I read more about people, I started to realize that when I walk into somebody's house, I need to look around. I need to look at what's on their walls, what's their pictures, you know, do they have any hobbies that are noticeable? Do they have logos on their shirt? What kind of car do they drive? Things like that. And from there, I would start to talk about that person. And even though I only had 45 minutes to an hour to meet with somebody, I would end up speaking about them and their family for 30 to 45 minutes. And by the time I finally got to the point of discussing my insurance policy, they liked me so much it didn't really matter what I said, they were going to purchase from me. It's very similar to that when speaking to somebody, i.e. a girl. What you want to do is you want to get her talking about her, and you want to show a genuine interest in everything that she's saying. And if you like the girl, then you will have a genuine interest in what she's saying. And that'll make her like you, because you are showing that you care enough to listen to what she has to say. Always remembering that the most important thing that a person talks about is themselves. I hope that helps, Craze. Now I can go a lot further with this, but just remember that, and this goes for everybody. When dealing with somebody, always remember that they are the most important person in the world in their eyes. And the way things affect them is the only way things affect anyone, okay? And the faster you can master that, the more successful you'll be in life, both financially and in relationships. I hope it helps. As always, you guys, if you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button because it helps me. Leave a comment down below. Let's talk about it, and subscribe for more. I'll see you later.